Oh, we're vote kicking you. Well, what I was gonna bring up before our stream died, I mean undied, or never existed. I think it's weird that they're running Mercy on very aggressive Genji without a
Yeah.
Pharaoh. Are we
Yeah.
live?
Are we live now? I agree with you. I think running, as I said before, I'm surprised they're not running something like an Ana for the Nano Blade, especially to give the do the ant. They're not running barriers. Any
We're
of
live.
them? We're live. All
Yeah.
right. Thank you very much. This is the 5th and final, hopefully final, goddamn intro we are doing. I am UTech, and with me is 30 caliber bullet, aka 30, aka Omnic Lover 3000.
Yeah.
How's it going, 30?
Good. I'm doing good. For the 5th time. Thank you. How are you doing?
I don't even know at this point, man. I'm scared. Hopefully go. But we are
go.
live. We are gonna be live in now.
Nice.
So we have Lenny Face versus overly aggressive Genji.
Very aggressive.
Very aggressive.
VAG.
VAG.
Cleverly VAG. They were trying for vagina, but then that got too hard to make an acronym for. So they went with VAG here, and they're rolling out onto the high ground here for very aggressive Genji. Hook comes through from Thor onto Cruise Master, but no kill can be confirmed, and Grammatic's in the back with Genji just trying to abuse them. Takes out their Zenyatta half and half. And very aggressive Genji, they are pushing this team further and further back into a choke. The point is now unlocked, but Tree, he's on the flank here. He is real close, but he gets Helix Rocket by Think twice here. It should be a point secured by very aggressive Genji.
Look at that. Chromatic, how fast did he get that Dragon Blade already? That's like not even 30 seconds to a minute in, and he already had the Dragon Blade up.
Yeah, wow, he finding a lot of free poke early on, it looks like it, from that flank, from the rest of his team here. And Hook comes through the Failed Destiny, will bait out some of that Defense Matrix cooldown. Thor gets baited in, and now BOL S3W1 will secure that kill. 65 for Lenny Face to start this one off. Chromatic once again in the flank. He's going to try to Swift Strike. He gets discorded in the back by half and half. He's trying to dance, trying to stay alive. Treat. He switched over to the Junkrat. He picks up a kill onto Crystallize. And now it seems to be a one fight for Lenny Face. They will cap the point with 39 on the clock for aggressive Genji.
Come here and get stabilized.
Definitely at this point, they're gonna have to try to reset the push. Gonna have at least 15%, if not 20%, on the point.
Yep, but it looks like a pretty good offense here for very aggressive Genji. They have 4 ultimates. They launch the Graviton onto the point, but there doesn't seem to be a lot of follow-up, and they baits out the Transcendence from Lenny here. Whole Hog comes through, but Tree in the back picks up 1 Riptire kill. The ball sexy with the Tac Visor on top of that. So a lot of ultimates, 3 ultimates blowing for Lenny Face here, and they will secure another fight for them and take the lead momentarily.
And now you have very aggressive Genji still scattered, needing to reset the push. Especially, it was very hard for them to get that Graviton. I'll let you go.
Yeah, I don't know where the follow-up was on the Graviton. I guess they tried to go into a Whole Hog there, but got blasted back. Think twice. He picks up that early pick here at the start of this fight. Self-destruct comes through, picks up Josh Danko, so it's a 1-for-1 right now, but then Tree even in the odds in their favor on this Junkrat from afar. And a 2-man rest from Crystallize, very aggressive Genji. They might have the numbers here. Red team, Lenny Face there, now just coming back into the point. Chromatic, D-Mex Failed Destiny, and he'll go down the pit. And point is almost capped, but it's still in favor of Lenny Face. They are still accumulating these points here for King of the Hill, and now they've moved on to the point. They are pushing them back with the Whole Hog. Very aggressive Genji. They don't have the players here to try to fight them head on. But the point will actually be capped. Lenny Face, they stepped off the point momentarily. Josh Danko was able to pick up that kill here, but 2 kills answering right back for Lenny Face as they take over the point once again. 90% here, and it's going to be a one last fight, 1 last effort for very aggressive Genji.
They're definitely gonna have to try to rush the point if they want to even give it some overtime.
Yeah, and that pick onto the thing twice, that was pretty much it there with the ripped tire for assurance and Chromatic going down and just a lot of floundering, very aggressive Genji members. Crystallize doesn't have that res yet, but he's trying to build it up as fast as possible to get his members up. I think I saw it already back from dying first in that last fight. Thor using the whole hog to stay alive and push them off, but the overtime will tick down, and Lenny Face will take the first map of Nepal.
And especially, like, they were able to get Josh Danko was able to get great Zarya ults, just getting 4 or 5 people in there, but nothing to follow up on. And I know something we were talking about earlier before the stream started was that Mercy pick. Is it really getting that much value since they don't have a Pharah, and could they get more value out of a nade from Ana, like an anti-heal nade?
Yeah. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be a lot of clear follow-up ultimates after they do the Graviton, like you said, but seems like they're going to mix it up. Jashchenko's going to go over to the D.Va, but everything else looks like it's going to stay the same here for very aggressive Genji. Tree going to stick on this Junkrat for this second part of Nepal here. Very aggressive Genji. They went high ground, whereas Lenny Face are going to just go main here. Tree Mine jumps up here, and now he has the high ground. Failed Destiny on this D.Va. He pushes them on the high ground, but think twice. Going to Helix Rocket and take out Tree to start this fight, to start this map. D.Va on D.Va action. Josh Sanko's going to win that one, trying to take out the baby mech, or baby D.Va. Failed Destiny, and he does, and very aggressive Genji. Very clean fight to start it off on the ball. Oh, Rogue Mallard, he was in a bad spot. He was trying to hide, but he gets found out and gets staggered hard by Thor.
Nice pick off. That'll definitely help get them at least 5-10 more percentage points on the map.
Yep, every point counts, and every point is a second here, folks. So everything matters in King of the Hill. No ultimates yet, but Thor, it looks like very aggressive Genji. They might be on the cusp of a couple big ones here. Hooks are going back and forth. None seem to be sticking, but think twice with that long-range shoulder damage is going to take out the opposing soldier in BOL S3W1. So a 65, and Lenny Face is just going to keep it cool here and not try to push in. But the hook lands on Josh Tango. He flies away. Stays alive. And now BOL S3W1 is back, so we're going to get another fair 6v6 here to start this one off. Thor cheating the corner on Roadhog. Dodging hooks. Trees going up to the high ground. He is up there now. Chromatic pieces out, uses the Dragon Blade into the back line, but not able to take out Cruise Master on this hog. Meanwhile, Self-Destruct takes out the Mercy for Lenny Face. That res was up, so that is very big. A res from very aggressive Genji comes out on their own. Zoning D.Va ult for Failed Destiny, but nothing's going to connect off that one. And the fight is scattered. It's just Destiny now staggering onto the point in Baby D.Va. And Tree switching over to Pharah. Oh, actually, Res comes through from Rogue Mallard. They might be able to keep this one going. It's going to have to be their last fight, if anything. 94% now for very aggressive Genji. BOL S3W1, he's running. He's escaping as Soldier with the Biotic Field. And it's going to 2 kills, trade it back, but they're not able to stand on the point. And a full 100% to 0 for very aggressive Genji.
Ouch, that's really gotta hurt, not being able to at least draw the game out a little bit more with the overtime.
Yeah. They switched to the Pharah just at the end there for Tree. Junkrat was not cutting it, but it looks like he might stick onto the Pharah now for this last part of Nepal.
Well, both teams are still getting value out of the Mercy with the res. I know Rogue Mallard got picked off earlier on in there, but because the fight, just lasted so long, he was still able to get that res value off onto BOL S3W1.
Mm-hmm. Yep, and the teams roll out here onto Shrine of Nepal. both teams fairly scattered, making kind of a line in the sand, not completely grouped up here. Hook comes through onto Josh Danko. But now Tree, he's in the middle of the point. He's flying high, but Think Twice says otherwise. It takes him out to start this one off, and it's a 6v5 for very aggressive Genji. Make that a 6v4 now. Rogue Mallard going down. And Chromatic just running wild on this Genji. Phil Destiny now trying to come back there and field for his supports. But it won't be enough for this fight because the very aggressive Genji start off with another cap.
Picks lower for Chromatic on that Genji, and he's already at 90% ult for his Dragon Blade.
Yeah.
That's definitely going to be putting them in a good position, buying them, you know, additional time, or, you know, saving it for a team fight.
My ultimate is almost ready.
Yeah, and Chromatic is kind of in a sneaky spot here. Thor actually picks up that first kill with the hook, and now he uses the Dragon Blade in the background. He gets Rogue Mallard, and now he's swiping onto Cruise Master, takes out the Roadhog, and that's going to be a very clean ace for very aggressive Genji.
And no one wanted to look behind them. They knew that he was, well, once they heard him, you know, speaking, shouting out, "This is my weep stick."
This is my weak stick.
It was way too late before they could really do anything about it.
Yeah. Yeah, once the Genji yells that out in Genju speak, "Here is my weep stick," it's already too late. But Thor, he gets hooked in by Cruise Master. They're half and half on this end. He's gonna pick up that kill record, and Self-Destruct comes through from Failed Destiny, but the Tac Visor is really what's doing all the work. 4 kills for BOL S3W1 on the Soldier, and Lenny Face, they're not going down without a fight. They cap this point here, trying to take the lead here in this King of the Hill map. It's 1-1 so far.
Oh man, that was pretty hype. Just, oh man, you gotta be happy. Your cojones have to feel large, and you have to feel sexy after that. Thus his name was born.
Ooh, Self-Destruct comes through out onto the point. It's gonna be dodged out by the pillars. Now Tree on this Pharah, he's in the back. And very aggressive Genji. They are surrounded on all sides here on this point, but Think Twice, he's actually on the way backside flank by Elephant, and he's gonna pick up a Tac Visor kill. 2 answered back by Lenny Face, and it looks like sort of the coordination from Lenny Face is gonna win them this fight here and keep the point for a little bit longer. Failed Destiny trying to stagger these a little bit more, and he does. Josh Danko goes down. Think Twice with that Discord. Very, very low, but will survive today. Oh, Failed Destiny, he is in a very aggressive spot here, and he actually gets DMX behind enemy lines. This might be very, very bad for Lenny Face. Now you got a Baby Diva trying to survive and to stay alive, and BOL S3W1, he gets the 6v4 or 5, and then Tree gets the 6v4. And
It was
almost fight up.
And it was definitely a big risk that that Danko it was Failed Destiny definitely played, but it paid off, especially since they were able to continue to stagger all of the VAG. You know, especially keep on going forward because they were trying to get the Baby Diva, but when they were just trying to go for that, they just let themselves wide open.
Yep. And Tree, he's up here on this high ground, kind of unsuspectingly, and he launches the rocket barrage, but only gets the DMAC before it times out. Chromatic, maybe with the Dragon Blade here, it looks like, and kills are being answered back and forth. BOL S3W1 with the Tac Visor, and it still might be an even fight here, technically in favor of very aggressive Genji, it appears, and they're going to try to keep pushing in. They're going to try to keep fighting this one off. The counter res comes through, and now it's still uneven, I believe. Very aggressive Genji still in the lead here as they pick up a couple more kills. Overtime is ticking. They cannot step off this point, but they will cap it for themselves.
It looks like 5 people still able to stay on for VAG side, but it looks like VAG definitely has the advantage right now. They still have the...
Yeah, that's big. Rogue Mallard going down there. He's not able to swoop out to his teammates for safety, and a very aggressive stagger from Lenny Face might have, or by very aggressive Genji, might have secured them this part of Nepal.
Microphone
Overtime is now active. BOL S3W1 onto the point on the soldier. D-Mech early from Bill Destiny. Self-destruct to get that mech back. Actually, no, Josh Dangle from above. He picks up a double kill from that. And Chromatic's in the back line on the supports for Lenny Face. Tree switch over to a McCree here, and yeah, that's not gonna cut it here against Chromatic's Genji, and looks like very aggressive Genji. They're gonna pick up this part of Nepal.
And as they say, welcome to the Weeb Hut.
Do they say that?
They say that now. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it a thing.
We're
Don't
making
worry
it a
about
thing. Welcome to the Weeb Hut.
Well, as you see, like the map in the Nepal, there's a little hut, and he's just hitting them with the sweep stick.
I want to open an American family-friendly restaurant, maybe similar to Applebee's, but I want to call it Weeb Hut. And when you walk in the door, they say that, "Welcome to Weeb Hut," and they hand you a weeb stick. And maybe like a Genji mask if it's your birthday.
You know, just loads of samurai swords everywhere, and
Yeah.
you gotta fund your samurai swords by selling heroin.
the only way, truly.
It's the only way to make money in this economy.
Yeah. Selling samurai swords for heroin.
No, you gotta keep samurai swords for your collection.
Oh, okay.
And then
Well-
you sell the heroin for the samurai sword.
Oh, okay. So it's really you want more swords, not more heroin. Silly me.
Yeah.
Silly drug addict dirty. Why would I ever think that? And Chromatic, he gets taken out. It's a 1-for-1, I think, so far. But the fight is on Lenny Face's side of the map, and they're pushed back until the point unlocks. And now the hook comes in. A ball of sexy from Thor takes him out outright. Phil Destiny doing everything he can, and Baby Dio just try to delay, but he really just gets staggered in the end here. True picks up a trap kill, and Cruz Spencer hooks over Josh Danko from afar, from across the pit.
My ultimate is almost ready.
Come here, we'll get stabilized.
Oh, ripped
Tree
arrow!
coming in with the sneak. Ooh, that's
Oh,
sneaky
yeah.
tire. That's
Yeah,
they don't have that res. They can go and push this.
yeah. Tree dropping down in Covey gets the flank riptire there and tries to get in real close on Think Twice's soldier, but he gets taken out in return. But Lenny Face three strong on the point, and they cap it. Very aggressive Genji. They are around, but I think they're waiting for most of their crew to get back up here. Chromatic launches the Dragon Blade, but an instant transcendence from half and half will keep his team members alive, except for BOL S3W1 in the way far back. Self-destruct comes through from Josh Dangle again. Another double kill for the self-destruct. Beat drops from your pen dry, and maybe a little over excessive there, but will help him survive.
I want to say, I think he thought that the fight was still going to go on, and he didn't. I don't think he was really looking at the kill too much.
Yeah.
You know, you get the adrenaline pumping. You know, there's a giant big fat pig in your face. You know, you're gonna press Q.
Yeah, dude, it's really fun drop. It's like one of the most fun ults to activate by far. Oh, Veiled Destiny, I think the self-destruct was trying to get onto the point, but gets kind of cock-blocked by the pillar there. Think Twice on the side, he gets out-soldiered by the tag visor from BOL S3W1, and once again, he picks up 3 kills. So man, BOL S3W1 with tag visor and Josh Danko with self-destructs. These guys playing their heroes extremely well right now.
Oh yeah, especially since, you know, they're really playing with, you know, just out in the open, very spread out, no form of barrier. You know, it's just a shooting gallery for him. He doesn't even have to aim.
Nope. Kills traded back and forth here. A 5v5 now, but Lenny Face, they have the control of the point. They are standing on it. They demech Josh Danko, but Tree goes down in return for the demeching, and now Chromatic gets answered back. Whole Hog might push the members off, and it does. Pushes Cruise Master off. Your pen try is gonna pick up the kill on the opposing support. Double res from Crystallize for very aggressive Genji, so they are still gonna keep up and still fight this one. Man advantage for them. The Dragon Blade comes through and will surely secure the point for them once again. But 69 percentage points on the clock
My ultimate is
for Lenny Face.
Alright.
Alright. Oh, actually,
Oh.
a double res from Rogue Mallard. Inside their spawn, so not wanting to waste any time here. Reset the fight instantly. And they're going to try to push back out onto very aggressive Genji onto this point. Phil Destiny goes a little bit too deep, though, and surrenders his life early on. Cruisemaster now with the whole hog, the self-destruct in the back. Who can it pick up? It picks up 4 people! 4-man self-destruct from Josh
I
Danko.
just won them. That has to just run them around.
Easily.
I can't believe that.
Yeah. Oh. See you later. And
you know, that was a great use of the sound barrier by your Pendrick. But that explosion, if that's not play of the game, I don't know what is. That was just a great ult by Josh Danko. Oh, and here we go. Here's Josh Danko coming in.
oh yes, the selfie officer diva, dude. She's my waifu, and he's got it going on. And boom, goodbye.
Even waves for his waves and sprays. That's all you gotta do. Look at that. 27,000 damage blocked. As a diva. Does that... You don't normally see that. That's usually on a
Jesus.
Reinhardt.
Yeah. Defense Matrix, a very powerful ability, if people did not know. Honestly, probably one of the best abilities in the game. Just it's kind of underrated. But if used correctly, it can help mitigate a lot of stuff for your team.
Well, especially since, what was it? A few patches ago, they changed it. Or at least, the change from last season where there's no dead zone out in front. It's, it's everything.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you can finally get right up next to that Roadhog, and his left clicks won't land right in your face. But yeah, it also helps, like you said, that change helps protect teammates even better now. So with very aggressive Genji winning that map, they will ban 4 maps, and Lenny will pick a map of their choice from the remaining pool. Is this stream live? Yeah, it's live.
Yeah, we're live. We're good.
Okay.
We're Gucci.
Don't say stream live question mark in the chat. That confuses me.
You just do what I do and don't even read the chat. You just let them do what they want. Then they'll spam you, saying, "Hey man, you're bad caster," and you just kind of tune it out. But back into the bans, still waiting on them. They're still thinking. We got definitely don't want to see Eichenwald, Anubis, Hollywood, and Numbani.
So taking out a lot of the 3 of the hybrids. I forget what's remaining in that pool. So Eichenwald, Hollywood, Numbani, all hybrid maps having to cap that first point and then push a payload, and then Anubis, good old 2-point map, Assault. Not a lot of people like those.
It's definitely one of those, poke at the choke, or people fall into the fallacy of poking at the choke, especially at Anubis, trying to get past that first point. It makes it a lot easier when you have the Lucio to help speed boost you either left or right side, just to try to get yourself in a more advantageous position.
Yep, certainly, and we will see what Lenny will pick here from the remaining pool. If I had to guess, I probably won't be another King to Hill, having just lost on that. And there it is. Yeah, so King's Row. Actually, I think the remaining hybrid map there, being picked for Lenny.
I think this will be since Lenny Face has Tree, who can play a very well skilled Pharah. Like if they kind of have to go with a Zarya Pharah combo at this point, I'm thinking, just because it can be so powerful in King's Row.
Oh yeah, especially this first point. Pharah can really, actually Pharah just across this whole map can really put a number onto enemy teams. I can also see them picking it for Tree's Junkrat as well. Does a pretty good job with the streets phase of this map, and does an alright job here on this first point, but not too sure if he'll bring that out right away here on their defense, it appears. Right? Red teams. Oh,
It
no,
looks
red
like
team's offense. Yep.
yep, and it looks like so far, red yeah, that's Lenny Face is trying to run the Winston, trying to go after Chromatic's Genji, trying to have someone just kind of stay on that.
Mm-hmm.
And they're also running the Reinhardt, trying to get some good space to create, as well as the McCree, get some good hit scan in there, and the Mercy. And they have 2 more picks coming up. It looks like Anna for Raid Boss healing, and Tree on the Roadhog.
So a 3-tank composition, but not the 3 tanks you might be expecting when you hear triple tank. But I guess they got a little bit of everything in that comp. Ball sexy on that McCree as well. Maybe just trying to to get a couple flashbangs onto Chromatic when he jumps in. Maybe just disrupt the tanks, so to flashbang Roadhogs or Divas who jump in onto your team. And they are now pushing through behind the Reinhardt shield. The Symmetra for your pen dry and very aggressive Genji could be a big factor here. And
they're jumping in.
Yeah, Tree actually picks up that first hook kill onto Chromatic. That is huge to start this one off. And a charge comes through from BOL Destiny on this Reinhardt. Might be going a little bit too deep though. And now he's surrounded. He gets taken out by your pen dry. That charge up Symmetra beam is no joke here. BOL Sexy trying to stay alive on the side. Think twice trying to chase him. But his Mercy will keep him alive on the Rogue Melon. Flashbang comes through, picks up Thor. And he's already got the Deadeye channel, but he goes down from the side. Think twice. Takes him out unsuspectingly, and very aggressive Genji. It looks like they will hold this point for a little bit longer. Only 2 members from Lenny Face up on the point, but now they go down and a completely lost fight for Lenny Face.
And I think the one thing that we're not been talking about is that they have the Symmetra, so they've already been able to put up a teleporter and keep their hold on the point, and they didn't even get any percentage points on the first point.
Yeah, exactly. It was a real scattered fight. A good pick at the very beginning, but not able to capitalize on it very
here comes
succinctly.
Failed Destiny.
Yeah, Failed Destiny with another aggressive charge in here. Your Pendra is going to pick up that kill. And now Tree with the whole hog trying to create some space for his team. Self-destruct comes through from Josh Danko. What can he pick up? And he picks up the Mercy. So stops any part of a res to come through here from Lenny Face and very aggressive Genji. 4 members on fire, make it 3. And they'll win another fight for them here on King's Row.
Oh, that's, I mean, really, really good plays by both sides. Both are able to kill off the Mercies. I think on both sides they're probably putting their weaker players on healers, but I mean that can be a double-edged sword. I mean, yeah, they don't have the burden of the DPS, but they have to make sure they stay alive, especially that Mercy for the res value.
Yeah, without a doubt here. And Trey trying to push the right side of Statue here. Chromatic, well, poking on the side. Charge almost lands through onto Crystallize's Mercy, but actually the hook will pick up that kill. It's a 1-for-1 so far. Nano Boost goes onto the whole hog Tree. And Failed Destiny charges in. Not going to be able to pick up any charges there, but looking like a very good fight for Lenny Face. To start this one off, though, there's a teleporter nearby, though. And very aggressive. They keep filtering in. A Mercy picks up 2 more lost members. And the fight is not over yet. It's a real scattered one. Both teams are trying to fight for this point. And now Thor with a whole hog of his own pushes off a couple members of Lenny Face. And now it's just a Primal Rage Cruise Master on the point.
A great pick off by Tree.
Ooh, to start maybe another chain of staggers here. Technically very aggressive. Lenny Face does have the advantage here as long as Tree is able to stay alive. Hook's gonna get disconnected. Hook 2.0. He jumps out under the point, has to use the heal early on, and he gets taken out before his team can even push in. Res will come through the solo res, but Josh Dangle, he's gonna pick up the kill right back on the Tree. He stands up, goes right back down, and holy moly, 4 kills, 5 kills, 6 kills, real fast. A full team wipe for Lenny Face. It looks like they are not gonna get a single point on the board here for King's Row.
And morale definitely has to be down for Lenny Face right now. Not able to even get any percentage points on the board for that first round. So now, if I get this correctly, all they need is 30%, and then they win. If we're doing competitive points, or yeah, all they need is 30%, and then they'll win it.
Yep, exactly. So, yep, 33% here is the goal for very aggressive Genji, and they will win King's Row outright. So, I mean, honestly, that's just like basically one definitive team fight win. That's all it takes here. So, Lenny Faye's going to have to think of a very creative defense strategy, in my opinion. And it might be that time for Cruise Master to break out that Orisa that he has been playing so much since her release. She recently got a buff this last patch. Well, I would consider it a buff. I think some players are still questionable on it, but I think overall it fits her more into that anchor tank role that the Blizzard developers always keep talking about.
What was the buff? I'm itching to know.
They lowered her damage by 9%, but her shield cooldown got reduced by 4 seconds, I believe. So it's a 8-second cooldown. 600 health, I believe. Or no, the Winston shield 600. Orisa's shield is 1,000, I believe. Maybe someone can, or 800.
No, yep, no, that sounds about right.
Yeah, okay. So she's able to keep up the shield uptime is much better now, much higher. So she can basically keep that up all the time out in front of her or her teammates. So it will help the defense for Lenny Face here. Looks like tree on the Junkrat. So yeah, they're getting real creative so far. Junkrat and Orisa to start this one off. Mercy, Zen, the healers for Lenny on the defense.
And again, they're not running any barriers. They're just gonna go try to brute force this.
Yeah, only that defense matrix once again for very aggressive Genji, and Chromatic's gonna be the first one to go down at the start of this offense for very aggressive Genji. Barriers keep popping up, and just gonna get disconnected on the side here. Ball is Sexy and Thor playing that Roadhog game, and now
Crystallize getting trapped.
Yeah, wow, he's picking up 2 kills on this soldier. Tree gonna pick up another kill, maybe make it 2. And a lot of staggering deaths coming in from very aggressive Genji. It looks like this defense is holding strong for Lenny.
They're definitely going to have to try to reset this push if they want to have any semblance of getting that first 30%. It looks like 2 of them are coming in. Chromatic already jumping on the point. Getting that pick onto Failed Destiny, already getting that man advantage. Josh Danko trying to get with the thing. Tree coming in with the tire, getting 2 people. Both supports are down. Josh Danko still getting that cover fire in, but Tree doing a lot of work. Chromatic with the Dragon Blade, already getting 2 kills. That's 3 down. Ooh. That's 4 down. And that's 33%.
Yeah.
That's the game.
Yep, that's it. Crystallize was running back. He was almost in range for a res, but I don't think any of his members are still down. So, yeah, just one team fight win, like we said, and very aggressive Genji will take King's Row as well in their first match of the season here. VAG wins.
VAG wins. A win for VAG is a win for every man.
Oh, okay. So Metra, your pen dry. He did play it extremely well here. And yeah, he's just going to town on this beam. Oh,
but nobody can stop the ribbon gun. Microwaves, man, they're too strong. Too strong.
Yeah.
That's why they gotta have a shield for the microwave.
Wow, Josh Danko put out a lot of damage on D.Va, and Chromatic just basically playing clean up there on Dragon Blade kills. Seems to be kind of the motif so far for very aggressive Genji. I wonder if they will actually run a Genji every single map.
You know, I'm really hoping they do, because that's just fun casting.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we're gonna have to start making a thing where anytime he does do his Dragon Blade, we're just gonna have to start making giant weeb sounds. You know, like hooah. You know, like
Hooyah!
hooyah! Hooyah! Who did you?
Yeah.
Oh, you are a worthy opponent.
Hope the stream clips that later for some nice soundboard weep sounds. Can we do the same bans? Yeah, and very good Genji. They're on that banning road, and yep, there it is.
I give all the Nubis, Hollywood, and Numbani.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely don't want to see those hybrid maps. As you can see, I think we can see why. They're opting for Li Zhang. I mean, I think it seems like a big theme this season is that King of the Hill maps are seeing a lot more play.
Yeah, I don't know why that is. Maybe it's because of the first week teams might have not practiced a whole lot together, so maybe just sort of throwing themselves out there and kind of playing that deathmatchy, brawly type gameplay. Something might sync up, or I mean, because maybe they don't have strats ready on other maps. Yeah, just kind of a nice fallback. And I think everyone likes King of the Hill. Pretty sure it's my favorite mode by far.
I mean, it could also be because of them wanting to play more of the dive comp. It's a lot easier to discombobulate the enemy team. It's like the death ball really doesn't work in many situations, especially on Li Zhang. So you could because the death ball is only forward facing, especially since you got the Reinhardt. You have the Reinhardt, the Roadhog, the one hit scan and
Yeah, exactly.
So it's definitely going to be an interesting time in this map. So both teams kind of going with what they've been doing best. Josh Danko on the Zarya this time. They're Crystallized running the Ana, so the Ana Genji. They're gonna try to get some Nano Blades going in. Hopefully, we can make some weave sounds on the way.
Yeah, and I think it's been on Mercy the whole match so far. So a little bit of a change up for him here. See what it will do to affect them. And now the pharmacy from Lenny.
Yeah. Both teams opting to go onto tower side, fighting in. Tree getting pulled in, staying alive somehow. Thor not able to do the final thing. Pharmacy combo too strong. Bringing some shots in. Failed Destiny gets picked off by the Mercy. Combat Mercy coming in. Your Pendry trying to get those shots in. Think Twice getting knocked down, and Cruise Master getting knocked down. 4v4 currently. With VAG taking the advantage, already having the point, 10%. And with that, and BOL S3W1 getting a great hook, dropping down Thor, making sure he's gonna be swimming in the holographic pond.
Oh,
Hardy. Looks like Genji. Weeb stick.
that whole Dragon Blade was nullified by the whole hog there. Awesome play from Lenny.
Oh yeah, and already Lenny Face getting on the point, going to secure it and get themselves some points on the board.
Yeah, so that good Roadhog pick, like you noted earlier from BOL S3W1, that's what really started it off there. And that Dragon Blade, like I said, completely nullified by Lenny Face. I think they're getting a little bit wiser in figuring out the play pattern from very aggressive Genji. It's in the name.
Gee, I wonder what they're going to be doing. It might be Genji.
Yeah, and he is very aggressive.
Yeah.
He's always in the back line here, and Chromatic, for how good he is, he's actually been the first to go down a lot of the times here in these fights, but he's just pulling so much aggro onto himself. Zarya bubbles will come through onto him.
And the Mail coming in with the Tech Visor on Think Twice. Not able to do much. Crystallized going down from the May, and both teams are really low. Tree low, Josh Danko low. Trying to get some healing, sense healing. Just getting a giant wet noodle fight, going right on the middle there. Waiting for a pick, trying to get someone. And a great hook that Thor did, but unable to do anything. And here comes the double Graviton Surge.
Oh my god.
And the res coming out, just making sure that VAG just stays in the fight for that much longer. Half and half, already having used their his res. Unable to stay on the point, trying to fight it out. Thor definitely getting another good pick off. And it looks like, so far still contested. Oh, Sexy getting another great hook. Still being contested. Lenny Face keeping it up, trying to make sure that they can get as many points out of this as they can as they're staggering in.
Yeah, this is very good for them. This whole fight, the double Gravitons and the double Mercy Reses, they still hold control of this point. And there hasn't been one full, complete team fight from Very Aggressive Genji in a very long time. They've just been staggering in.
And here comes the Weep Stick, taking out half and half. Make sure there's no revive. Taking out the Mei now, and then there goes Chromatic. But they still have and a nice dropping off. But Nano Boost on Josh Danko. Not able to do too much with it, but it looks like Lenny Face is still able to stay on the point, still with the 99%. It's just a continuous fight.
Oh.
Here comes the revive, but Tree not getting too much value out, but getting the revive onto Tree and BOL S3W1. And here comes ult after ult after ult after ult. I don't know who's gonna win, and here comes another Graviton Surge. Trying to get not able to get too many picks, but Lenny Face still having the man advantage on point, trying to stay alive. Crystallize going down, and that is the point.
Wow, a very well-deserved win there, I think, for Lenny Face. They played pretty much everything after that first fight perfectly. They really worked together well as a team. Failed Destiny on this Mei pick might have been a niche pick just for that part of Li Zhang, because there's sort of a hexagon in the middle. You can wall them off. And separate people. But yeah, he was doing his job, just sort of being that CC bot that Mei is, and keeping his team alive. But yeah, nullifying Dragon Blades as well. They're definitely picking up on the play pattern from Very Aggressive Genji.
And definitely, since there was no real call on either side, or at least on Very Aggressive Genji, just kind of like hang back and try to get a wombo combo off. It was just they were able to stall, and as we know, Mei is the queen of stall.
Yeah, without a doubt. And teams do opposite things again. We've seen it a lot tonight, and that's really weird, I think, to see this amount of mind games. But I mean, it is usually compositionally specific on which way you roll out on King of the Hill. And Chromatic, he's gonna pick up that first Swift Strike onto Tree, so 65.
D.Va getting picked off, already starting the engagement. Chromatic trying to get as much poke damage as he can. Great hook. Trying to get that pick off, but unable to secure any kills. There's still a poking battle. That Mercy already going down on Lenny Face's side. Hooks galore, trying to get some semblance of kills. But there goes the supports for Lenny. I can't even get this right. This is just too much. But then that nice Roadhog ult just coming in. But there's still.
Oh no!
Putting the Nano Boost on the baby D.Va to secure it, and teabagging. Josh Danko teabagging the vanishing corpses as much as he can. Officer D.Va.
Yeah, interesting Nano Boost there at the end. I don't know if that was a mistake or whether he wanted to use Nano Boost at all there, or I think he was maybe trying to go on his teammate there, not the D.Va, or maybe he got DMAC right when he launched it. Not quite sure, but Very Aggressive Genji already got 25% here on this point, 1 for 1.
Oh, and here comes in the ultimate from Chromatic, getting kill after kill after kill, making sure no one's able to stay on the point. And Think Twice also popping his ult, so they'll be down 2 ults. So the ult economy will be in favor of Lenny Face, but they're still not able to get very much space on the point.
Yeah, and now 50% for Very Aggressive Genji, and ult economy is much better though for Lenny, and they're taking a sort of a long route through courtyard, and they're going to be wrapping around on the flank from the spawn side of Very Aggressive Genji. The mail comes through somewhere out in the main courtyard. Oh,
here comes D.Va ult coming in, not able to do too much.
Yeah.
With it. Oh, but the Graviton waiting for it. Any follow-up able to go, but failed Destiny and BOL S3W1 able to do something. Your Pendry able to get that res off. But hooks. Oh, and they counter res. So we're resetting the fight. Crystallize going down, unable to keep his life. Josh Danko taking a lot of hits, trying to, when the Rocket Barrage comes out of tree, getting 2 picks, one on the Mercy, one on Thor as the Roadhog. And it looks like Lenny Face has man advantage and are gonna take this.
Yep. Oh, Josh Dango, he's on the outside there, gets frozen up, but will fly away to safety. So once again, a good stall from very aggressive Genji, and they will get 99% on the board. So a team fight away from winning this part of Li Shang. No ultimates for Lenny, only attack visor for very aggressive Genji. So both teams might wait for some more ultimates here before they go in. Chromatic once again with a Dragon Blade coming up right now. There's so many Dragon Blades he's got.
Dragon Blade is ready. He's hungry. He's looking for it. You can see him sneaking behind with his weep stick. But they have time. They have only 40% on this, so they have time to make at least 2 or 3 good pushes. Probably waiting on Rogue Mallard to get his ult. Just for the sound barrier.
Yeah, well, it looks like Thor, he got picked off early in that last fight, so Chromatic being patient here, waiting, and now he's going back into the backlight. He activates the Dragon Blade, and the Mercy from Lenny trying to stay alive. Sound barrier will protect him through the Dragon Blade. Hook lands under Cruise Master, no follow-up there, and now the Mail back onto the middle of the point. There's the self-destruct, it picks up 2 from Josh Danko. Once again, frozen zone from May. You're not able to pick up as much as you want.
Yeah, and it's crazy. The fight's still going on, trying to fight for dominance over it, fighting for their life, getting a nice pick on the Mercy, continuing on as they have man advantage. They're trying to surround them, but they're not able to get focus fire anyone down. 90% left. They have to try to get on this point. Oh, nice hook on Thor, but unable to get any sort of damage on it. Thor getting picked off by BOL S3W1 himself. They are a man down, trying to force the point out. Oh, and here comes a nice wombo combo by Tree and Cruz, giving them the point. And look at that, already Lenny Face are 2-0.
Yeah, wow. That was the full reverse sweep for 99 to up to 100%. So good persistence from Lenny to pull through on map 3 here in their first match. They're looking pretty good so far, but we're encountering a new part of Li Shang. So we'll see how this one goes. Control Center. Another good Pharah map, so I'd expect Tree and half to stay on this pharmacy combo like they have. Still running the 2 tanks with May as kind of the flex niche pick here. I consider May like kind of a tank, like an off tank.
Oh yeah, especially with the wall itself, just able to especially since Chromatic is going in alone, trying to play do some rat plays, just trying to get a pick here or there. He's not able to be very effective with that May just being in peel duty. Oh, but here comes the fight, trying to get secure of the point, not even unlocked yet. Thor getting demeched already, not able to do much. Half and half, and Tree jumping around, trying to get some pot shots on anyone they can. Josh Danko getting Chromatic getting picked out. Josh Danko getting frozen, almost unable to do anything, and Crystallize getting all these rockets coming in, collateral damage everywhere, and it looks like the point's going to go to Lenny Face.
Yep, they already got 10% on the board, and there's still a couple members though from very aggressive Genji on the side near server room that looks like they were still trying to keep the fight going, but now your Pendrite just goes down, so the stagger is real for very aggressive Genji. And this pharmacy combo kind of running wild. They have Think Twice on this soldier now, but really is it enough? They don't have an Ana, they don't have a Zen. It's really just the soldier on the anti-air duties, so maybe not enough for very aggressive Genji to take out Lenny, but here the fight begins.
And especially with the with Failed Destiny and on the May and the Zarya, it's hard for D.Va to really do her thing. But alright, Think Twice already popping his tack visor, trying to get a pick. Gets it on the Mercy, they get the pick on the May. They have man advantage, and they should be able to pick clean this up right here.
Yep. The point. Oh, not quite yet.
Oh, but
Going over, but there it is.
the sound barrier being used. 3 men on the point. 3v3. Here comes the Graviton Surge. Securing the kills and securing them the point. Getting some points on the board.
Yeah, it may. Oh man, arguably kind of a wasted sound barrier there. He used it on 3 members remaining, but the point had already been switched over. It might have been good to maybe generate a little bit more stall and then bait out that Graviton like they did, but now it seems like kind of a net loss.
Oh, and here comes the
ultimate combo
Blizzard. Everyone trying to get away from the point. Trying to get some hooks, and here comes the sound barrier from Crystallize. Trying to make sure everyone stays alive. BOL S3W1 getting a few picks. The Mercy unable to get her value before she's already down. So 3v4 fight in favor of Lenny Face. Trying to get as much as they can. Another Graviton Surge trying to secure some kills, but unable to do anything as they're just taken out by the whole hog.
I'm honestly, this whole fight, I'm just looking at Think Twice up here. I hope the camera's got this guy. He literally stood still on this upper platform in the middle here. But didn't use any, he probably didn't even use left hand there. He was just fucking shooting fish in a barrel all day. So they, Lenny Face really need to find an answer, and I think the answer is just wrapping around the backside and pushing him out.
All right. If they can get a few picks without oh, now he's dropping Think Twice and dropping down. He wants to be sneaky on Tree getting picked out. But trade for Chromatic. But this will give them the 6-man advantage if they keep going for it.
Yep. They wall off Thor there, but they walk right into the Graviton and the huge follow through from very aggressive Genji, and I think that will secure control center here for them on Li Shang.
Oh yeah. That's game. So it'll be 2-1, but that was still a very good Graviton by Josh Stanko. They didn't even need to use any other else. They just had the damage right then and there just to pick everyone off.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, Think Twice in that second to last fight, that's what it was all about there. And hey, I guess it is enough anti-air if you don't even contest them back. Pharmacy combo really just getting torn to shreds and not able to take Think Twice off the high ground as quickly as they wanted. But we move back to this part, Gardens.
Gardens, yes,
yeah,
that's,
Gardens.
That's the name.
The King of the Hill maps, I just never know the names. It really should be obvious though, right? Is this a garden?
It'd be very nice if they had, the name. We'll just call it Gardens.
Yeah, no, it's definitely Gardens, but yeah, just like the name when you press tab or something. I can't even press tab, my head now. Jack shit.
And here they're going with a 4-2 split, crystallized making sure everyone's clean and healthy, with Think Twice trying to be sneaky and going in the back. He's alone, but alright, and there's hooks galore making sure that they achieve man advantage, so it's 6v4. So
oh! Failed Destiny. He's a Chromatic. He's actually controlling this left side all by himself, using this wall cooldown cleverly, and he's locking people down. It's a death trap over here for very aggressive Genji. And I think they're just gonna back out and not go that route anymore with the man on the map.
I mean, they definitely have the firepower, but they don't have the mobility on very aggressive Genji. They have the Genji, but that's about it.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Crystallize getting picked off, unable to fly to anyone, and that's another man advantage. Oh, Thor coming in, trying to get something, but unable to with the help of Zarya. BOL S3W1. Oh, BOL S3W1 getting booped off.
Oh,
this could be the break.
With the flanker Lucio play there, I was like, what is he doing back there? And now I see, and he'll pick up that stagger back onto Lenny Face, so it's very aggressive Genji. They will have this man advantage temporarily. It's going to be a long walk for
Tree trying to come in, and here comes the Weepstick. But the revive getting back Cruz and Tree. So will it be enough? Oh, and they are cleaning up. I don't even need to cast anything. I think we all know it's going to happen.
Oh,
and I think a very unnecessary ult by Rogue Mallard. I know
Rogue Mallard's new to Overwatch, I believe.
Yeah.
This is definitely his rookie season here in the Bad Overwatch League, but yeah, some questionable sound barriers so far in this match, but might hopefully for Lenny might not mean a whole lot. They do have the cap still. Now it's up to 85%. The Graviton from Josh Danko, but they get walled off. They have to move a little bit to the left side. What can they pick up from it? Think twice with the Tac Visor in the back, picking up 2 kills by himself. Tree answering 1 back, but it's gonna need to be a real miracle play from Lenny to try to win this one back. Tree's still alive. He's still flying around.
And it looks like Failed Destiny trying to freezing Chromatic and getting the pick off. He's the Queen of Stall. He's gonna be able to stay on this point for a lot longer than you think. Even though he's only 1 person. Oh, and he already has the Blizzard. And baiting out the sound barrier, but still able to keep on the point. And here comes BOL S3W1 with the whole hog, trying to keep people out the point, and that's the game.
Yeah, the whole hog pushes him off. So man, like you said, that May stall, it looks like he's just staggering himself over and over. He's just getting worse and worse. Like, oh, dude, just get out of there. But nope. Uses all of his ability cooldowns masterfully there and secures the map.
And we have
For
Chromatic.
Yeah.
Look at him, being sneaky. I have a Wii Blade. I'm gonna hit you. Hooria! Oh, you lack discipline.
Yeah, wow, and yeah, 3-1 victory for Lenny face on Li Jiang. So that will be a
Microphone
2-1
activated.
or what?
Yeah,
is it?
2-1. It'll be 2-1. 2-1 for 1. So we have 2 teams tied for first, which is very aggressive Genji and Wang Jiang Tower.
Yep. At the end of week 1 here, see you in the finals. That the 5th team having the bye week this week, but we'll see them in action next week for week 2. So same time, same place, Wednesday night, 7 p.m. Swain BL. Hope to see you there.